An advanced level presence releases intense biological pressure, overwhelming the surrounding area. From a distance, it barely affects lower-ranked students, but everyone clearly senses the gap in power. One student realizes that if he were closer, he wouldn't have been able to endure it. The pressure fades after a few seconds, leaving the audience shaken. Some students admit they thought they were about to die, finally understanding how terrifying an advanced level being truly is. After the freshman assembly ends, a female examiner announces the entrance test will begin immediately. She explains that the rules are simple and directs everyone's attention to the martial arts stage at the center of the gymnasium. The test requires participants to stand alone on the stage for more than 1 minute. Anyone who succeeds will be crowned this year's Freshman King and receive a reward 10 times greater than last year's. The examiner continues explaining the rewards. First place earns the highest credits, second place receives slightly less, and the rankings continue down to 10th place. Even 10th place still earns credits, making the competition valuable for everyone. It's revealed that during the test, if even one freshman from a non-genius class manages to break into the top 10, then all freshmen outside the genius class will receive a credit. This immediately excites the ordinary class students, who realize the potential reward is huge. The crowd grows noisy as students begin discussing strategies and profits. The examiner firmly orders everyone to quiet down, bringing the chaotic hall back under control. A confident male student introduces himself as Yu from Evolution Class 6, revealing his strong ranking and background. Other students recognize him as the strongest among regular class freshmen and decide that helping him enter the top 10 is their best chance to secure rewards. Students from the regular classes quickly gather and look toward Lin Zichen, silently assessing him. His calm presence stands out, drawing attention without him saying a word. Several students openly agree to support Lin Zichen and decide to help him break into the top 10. They believe clearing obstacles for him is the best way for everyone to benefit from the test rewards. From a higher vantage point, senior figures observe the growing crowd below. One of them questions whether President Zhu is being overly petty by allowing personal bias to influence the situation. Another senior brings up past events, mentioning how Lai Yijin once crushed someone on the martial arts stage and questioning if that resentment is now being taken out on a younger student. The tension among the observers quietly builds as the test approaches. President Zhu responds calmly, stating that his actions are directed only at the individual involved and have nothing to do with anyone's family. He dismisses the accusations of pettiness without further explanation. Another senior brings up the entrance exam results, mentioning that Dean Ma's daughter performed exceptionally well. Zhu downplays it, saying she only ranked 3rd in Kyoto and nothing more. Despite this, Zhu acknowledges her potential and suggests she join the student union, hinting that he intends to train her as a future president. He assures Dean Ma that she will be well looked after. As they watch from above, attention shifts back to the arena below. The seniors begin speculating about the Freshman King title, weighing the chances between the top contenders as the entrance test is about to begin. The seniors discuss the top contenders for Freshman King. Lai Moyu is favored due to his biological level already reaching ordinary level 5th rank, making him nearly unmatched among freshmen. Dean Ma's daughter is also mentioned, but her strength is considered slightly inferior despite her special fusion. Another senior disagrees, stating that neither Lai Moyu nor Ma Ziwei will take the Freshman King title. This unexpected claim draws attention from everyone present. He confidently declares that the Freshman King will be Lin Zichen from the Tianren Pavilion. The sudden statement leaves the others momentarily silent, clearly surprised by his certainty. President Zhu questions this claim, pointing out Lin Zichen's poor physical test ranking in the entrance exam. He mocks the idea that Lin Zichen could win, suggesting the claim is exaggerated rather than based on real strength. The argument escalates when a senior challenges Dean Ma to make a bet over the Freshman King. Dean Ma immediately agrees, confident in his stance, and they settle on wagering credits on the final outcome. Other high-ranking figures join in, turning the dispute into a larger gamble. Even the principal is mentioned, and the bet is raised to a serious amount, making it more than just casual banter. As the deal is sealed, doubts surface. One senior privately questions how Lin Zichen could possibly become freshman king, finding the claim hard to believe despite the confidence shown earlier. The focus shifts to Lin Zichen's background and test results. His low physical ranking in the entrance exam is brought up again, reinforcing skepticism about whether he truly has what it takes to claim the freshman king title. One observer points out that Dean Ma recently poached several top seniors from the Tianren Pavilion, suggesting his current stance is clearly driven by personal revenge rather than fairness. Meanwhile, a senior counts the bets being placed and realizes that many people have joined in. Confident in the outcome, he believes this gamble will earn him a huge profit. Down in the arena, the atmosphere suddenly explodes. A large group of freshmen rush forward together, openly targeting the genius class as the entrance test officially begins. Chaos breaks out immediately as weaker students are overwhelmed and beaten down. Cries of surrender fill the hall, signaling that the brutal entrance test has truly begun. As the fight spreads, it becomes clear that many genius class students were admitted due to high gene compatibility rather than real combat strength. Only a small number among them truly possess solid power. Attention shifts to the 12 elites of the genius class, led by Lai Moyu and Ma Ziwei. They are identified as the real core fighters, while the rest are noticeably weaker. Lin Zichen's biological attribute activates, granting him danger sense. He quickly assesses the situation and recognizes that Lai Moyu and Ma Ziwei have reached ordinary level 5th rank, while the others remain at 4th rank. Seeing several genius class students already knocked down, the surrounding crowd grows overconfident. Some begin mocking the fallen elites, believing the genius class has already been completely overwhelmed. The crowd taunts Lin Zichen, demanding that he stop hiding and come down to be beaten. Several freshmen rush forward, convinced that numbers alone will be enough to overwhelm him. One muscular student steps out confidently, mocking Lin Zichen for bullying the weak and challenging him head-on. He boasts that Lin Zichen only looks strong because he has beaten weaker opponents. Lin Zichen calmly accepts the challenge and tells them to attack however they want. He stands his ground, openly inviting everyone to test just how weak he truly is. Encouraged by their advantage in numbers, the group charges together. Shouting confidently, they believe that with a coordinated attack, they can easily knock Lin Zichen flat on the ground. As the attackers rush in, Lin Zichen moves instantly. He dismisses them as insignificant, comparing them to ants that pose no real threat no matter how many there are. With a sudden burst of speed, Lin Zichen strikes first. His counterattack lands before the group can react, sending the front attackers flying backward in shock. Several students are slammed hard onto the floor, skidding across the arena as dust and impact marks spread. The charge collapses almost immediately. Watching the aftermath, Lin Zichen calmly states that ants will always be ants. No matter how many gather together, they can never leave a scratch on an elephant. Enraged by Lin Zichen's words, several students shout that he has gone too far by repeatedly calling the ordinary class ants. They urge everyone to rush him and take him down together. Lin Zichen steps forward alone onto the central stage. Facing the entire arena, he calmly responds that if that's truly what they want, then there's no need to hold back. Standing confidently at the center, Lin Zichen invites the challenge head-on. His relaxed posture shows complete confidence as he tells them to bring it on. A powerful opponent lands before him, recognized as the top scorer in Nanjing Province's physical fitness test. The challenger openly admits he has been wanting to fight Lin Zichen for a long time, setting up a direct clash between the two. The challenger steps forward and confidently introduces himself as the top scorer of Yushin Province in the college entrance exam, immediately drawing everyone's attention. Lin Zichen calmly responds that there's no need to announce his physical fitness results. His expression stays relaxed, showing zero interest in competing through words or numbers. Before anyone can react, Lin Zichen suddenly launches forward. In a single, clean motion, he delivers a powerful kick straight at his opponent, leaving no time to defend. The impact sends the muscular challenger flying across the arena. His body spins uncontrollably before crashing hard onto the floor, shockwaves spreading from the landing point. The arena falls silent before erupting in cheers. With the challenger completely knocked down, the crowd realizes Lin Zichen's strength firsthand and openly calls him incredible. The spectators are stunned. They expected Lin Zichen to win through tactics, but instead he overwhelmed his opponent with pure strength, leaving everyone questioning just how powerful he really is. Another challenger steps in, identified as Luo Yongjian, the top scorer of Jiang Province in the 100-meter sprint. He charges forward confidently, relying on his explosive speed. Lin Zichen reacts instantly. With a single decisive strike, he intercepts Luo Yongjian mid-attack and sends him flying, crushing his momentum before it can make any impact. As the dust settles, the crowd erupts again. Students admit that Lin Zichen is completely dominating the so-called geniuses, proudly declaring that the ordinary class has its own true genius as he walks away calmly. Spectators shout that if Lai Moyu and Ma Ziwei don't step in now, the freshman king title will fall into the hands of the ordinary class. The pressure on the genius class continues to rise. A cat-eared girl steps onto the stage with calm confidence. The crowd reacts instantly, recognizing her strength and believing she is powerful enough to crush Lin Zichen without difficulty. From the sidelines, voices urge her not to hold back just because her opponent is a boy. Others confidently predict her victory, certain that this fight will show the true might of the genius class. Lin Zichen watches her closely and realizes this is a rare chance to observe a gene fusion user up close. Instead of rushing, he calmly prepares, fully focused on studying her abilities. The cat-eared girl launches forward with explosive speed, shocking everyone watching. Even Lin Zichen notes how fast she moves as she closes the distance in an instant. She unleashes a powerful aerial kick, enhanced by her gene fusion. Lin Zichen narrowly avoids the strike, slipping past it with precise timing instead of blocking. The girl is momentarily stunned that her attack was dodged so easily. She realizes Lin Zichen's reaction speed is far beyond what she expected. Mid-air, she quickly assesses the situation and concludes that in her current state, she can't pose a real threat to him. Continuing the fight head-on would be pointless unless she changes her approach. The cat-eared girl asks for 30 seconds to fully activate her Shadow Knight cat genes, stating that only then can they fight properly. Her tone is serious, showing she intends to reveal her true strength. Lin Zichen agrees without hesitation, calmly telling her to do whatever she wants. He watches closely, realizing this is a rare chance to witness a full gene activation firsthand. As her genes activate, her body shifts into a feral stance, claws extended and aura sharpened. From above, the seniors acknowledge that this level of fusion is already advanced. Dean Ma's daughter is confirmed to possess exceptional talent, even surpassing many top scorers from other provinces. The observers recognize her as a true genius, while Lin Zichen prepares to face her at full power. From above, a senior notes that she only recently completed her gene fusion. If she keeps pushing like this, her body risks severe backlash, but her stubborn and competitive nature hasn't changed. On the stage, the cat-eared girl mocks Lin Zichen for his arrogance, pointing out that he actually waited for her to activate her Shadow Knight cat genes. She launches a fierce attack, declaring that he'll pay for his arrogance. Her movements sharpen as she commits fully, claws flashing with killing intent. Lin Zichen counters instantly. With precise timing, he flips her momentum and sends her crashing down, halting her assault in a single decisive exchange. Observers note that she is now extremely close to ordinary level 6th rank. Her power has risen sharply, putting her far above most freshmen. Despite this, she realizes she still can't land a single hit on Lin Zichen. Confusion and frustration show as she questions how this is even possible. The exchange intensifies as she attacks repeatedly from multiple angles. Lin Zichen calmly evades each strike, his movements precise and effortless. Cornered mid-combat, she struggles to understand the gap between them. Even with her boosted strength and speed, Lin Zichen remains completely out of her reach. Lin Zichen calmly analyzes the fight and concludes that he has already gathered nearly all the information he needs about the Shadow Knight Cat gene fusion. Deciding there's no reason to waste more time, Lin Zichen sharpens his focus. His posture shifts, signaling that he's about to end the match. In a sudden burst, Lin Zichen moves in and strikes directly. The cat-eared girl is caught off guard, barely able to react as his attack lands cleanly. A powerful shockwave erupts across the arena as her body is sent flying. The impact silences the crowd, marking the decisive end of their clash. The cat-eared girl crashes to the ground, badly beaten. Students gather around in shock, noting that her once proud appearance has been completely ruined by the fight. She panics when she realizes her face is swollen and injured, desperately calling out in distress. The scene turns chaotic as people react to her condition. Someone angrily questions how Lin Zichen could hit a girl like that. Lin Zichen responds coldly, stating that on the path of evolution, only strength matters, gender means nothing in battle. His words leave the crowd stunned. One student openly praises his stance, acknowledging that in this world, power alone decides everything. As the dust settles, a powerful figure finally steps in. The crowd recognizes him immediately. Lai Moyu has entered the arena, drawing instant attention. Members of the genius class rally behind him, calling him their last hope and urging him to crush Lin Zichen without mercy to avenge Sister Y. Lai Moyu confronts Lin Zichen directly, criticizing him for holding back and deliberately lowering his ranking during the entrance exam. He declares that striking down provincial top scorers one by one is the true test. Facing him calmly, Lin Zichen senses the pressure rising. The atmosphere turns heavy as two true powerhouses stand opposite each other, signaling that the real battle is about to begin. Lai Moyu releases his power and openly declares himself a gene fusioner. His aura erupts instantly, shocking the entire arena. The observers confirm Lai Moyu has fused with the rare demonic-eyed great ape genes, a fusion only possible for those whose physical strength has reached an advanced level. As Lai Moyu stabilizes his form, experts note that although his biological pressure is suppressed to the ordinary level, his real strength is far beyond the 6th rank. In the stands, gamblers panic as they realize the outcome has flipped. With Lai Moyu's transformation complete, the match officially enters its most dangerous phase. Away from the arena, members of the organization receive a new mission. The order is issued quietly, indicating that events are moving beyond the Academy's control. One member explains that an advanced level demonic seed has already been placed outside the university. The plan is to retrieve it and create a chance for Lai Moyu to consume it. They acknowledge the risk forcing Lai Moyu to absorb the demonic seed could be dangerous, but the organization's backing is overwhelming, far beyond what Kyoto alone could oppose. Despite hesitation, the decision is clear. With no real choice left, they prepare to proceed with the mission, setting the stage for an even greater escalation. The blue-haired boy observes the demonic-eyed great ape and notes that the beast has overwhelming strength and defense, but its speed is relatively slow. He recalls that most humans stop at an advanced biological level, while only a few reach exceptional power. Facing the massive opponent, The ape mocks him, stating that even though both are recognized as top freshmen, the gap in their strength is enormous. The boy remains calm, standing his ground without reacting to the provocation. The fight begins suddenly as the boy bursts forward at full speed, throwing a direct punch aimed at the ape before it can properly respond. The ape reacts just in time, barely dodging the attack. It realizes that while the boy's move was fast and precise, his reaction speed is only decent, confirming this won't be an easy fight. The ape decides to increase its power to an ordinary level, activating its 7th speed. As the boy closes in, the ape prepares to counter without backing away. The boy lands a clean punch on the ape's face, but the impact doesn't deal significant damage, showing how tough the ape's body really is. After taking the hit, the ape complains about the sneak attack, while the boy quickly evaluates the situation and realizes the ape's defense is abnormally strong even among others of the same rank. Fully focusing now, the ape takes a firm stance and declares that landing another punch will be much harder, signaling that the real fight is about to begin. The blue-haired boy keeps pressing forward, attacking from close range while staying light on his feet. His movements are sharp, but the ape remains steady under pressure. A rapid exchange follows as the boy launches multiple strikes in succession. Each hit lands cleanly, yet the ape blocks or absorbs them with minimal damage, relying on its overwhelming defense. The ape counters with heavy punches, forcing the boy to dodge repeatedly at close range. The clash turns intense, with both sides trading blows in quick bursts. Breaking away, the boy retreats to gain distance and decides it's time to stop testing. He prepares to use his final attribute strength, signaling a decisive phase of the fight. The ape confidently mocks Lin Zichen, admitting he underestimated his speed, but claims his strength is far too weak to cause any damage, declaring the duel already decided. Taking control of the fight, the ape announces it's his turn and charges forward, swinging a massive punch with full force toward Lin Zichen. As the attack comes down, Lin Zichen calmly moves aside, narrowly avoiding the blow while someone urgently shouts for him to get out of the way. On the sidelines, spectators watch closely as the moment escalates, with a reminder about the 300 credits at stake, hinting that this exchange could determine the outcome of the duel. The ape's punch comes down with full force, shaking the arena as the impact sends a shockwave through the floor, stunning everyone watching. In the next moment, the ape's arm cracks violently, with visible damage running through the bones, revealing that the strike backfired instead. The ape collapses to the ground, clutching its arm in pain and screaming as it realizes its hand is completely broken. The audience erupts in shock, struggling to understand what just happened, as they question whether Lin Zichen truly won, and how the fight ended so suddenly. Lin Zichen calmly stands over the fallen ape as the explanation spreads that the gene fusion gave it extreme strength, so much that its own attack exceeded its defensive limit. Officials announce that Lai Moyu's right hand has suffered a complete fracture and urgently call for medics to enter and treat him. As the medics rush in, a horned woman steps forward and orders everyone to move aside, taking control of the situation without hesitation. After examining the injury, it's concluded that Lai Moyu's entire right hand is broken, likely caused by the backlash from his own power after striking Lin Zichen. The horned woman questions how tough Lin Zichen's body must be if Lai Moyu's fully powered strike shattered his own hand on impact. A system-like effect activates on Lin Zichen, revealing a biological attribute that conceals his true condition, preventing others from accurately reading his strength. After closer observation, it's noted that Lin Zichen's biological level is only ordinary at 6th rank, yet his skin toughness far surpasses others at the same level, with his bones and muscles reaching an abnormally high standard. As the crowd gathers, people debate Lin Zichen's real power, concluding that despite appearing ordinary, his physical attributes hide something far beyond what should be possible. Lin Zichen watches quietly and confirms that his concealment worked, successfully hiding his real condition from everyone observing. Lee Moyu sits on the floor in disbelief, realizing that the miraculous pill healed his shattered hand completely without any side effects. When asked about his condition, Lee Moyu proudly confirms that his hand is fully healed, regaining his confidence after the sudden recovery. Without wasting another moment, Lin Zichen turns away and delivers a swift kick that sends Lee Moyu flying, coldly ordering him to leave and ending the confrontation decisively. Lee Moyu angrily declares that once his gene fusion reaches a higher level, he will defeat Lin Zichen on this very stage, refusing to accept the outcome. The crowd erupts, calling out Lee Moyu's arrogance and pointing out that he didn't lose to them, but to Lin Zichen. They proudly claim Lin's victory as a win for the entire ordinary class. Over a minute passes as Lin Zichen stands calmly, looking upward without reacting to the noise, completely composed after the fight. Students cheer loudly, celebrating Lin Zichen as the pride of the ordinary class and hailing him as a top contender for this year's Freshman King. Now crowned as the Freshman King, Lin Zichen suddenly leaps down from above, drawing everyone's attention with his bold and unexpected move. He catches a purple-haired girl midair and carries her openly in front of the crowd, immediately sparking whispers as people recognize her as Shen Qinghan from the genius class. As Lin Zichen walks through the stunned crowd with her in his arms, students speculate about their relationship, shocked by how openly he's acting. From a distance, murmurs spread that Lin Zichen might be about to reveal something big, as the crowd parts and the moment turns tense and anticipatory. From above, Shen Qinghan lands gracefully while Lin Zichen stands below, drawing everyone's attention to the sudden silence in the arena. Lin Zichen looks up calmly, his expression steady, as the crowd waits to hear what he will say next. The crowd surrounds him and rushes in at once. Multiple students shout for him to be beaten down, accusing him of going too far and calling him a cripple as they try to restrain him together. Hands grab from all sides, but he twists his body and breaks free mid-assault. The attackers lose balance as he forces his way out of the pile without stopping. A girl leaps forward from above, yelling for the traitor to die. Her kick comes down fast, aiming to end the fight in one strike. He reacts instantly, stepping in and countering with a powerful kick. The impact sends shock through the space, stopping her attack and turning the situation around. The final clash ends in an instant. One student is sent flying across the arena, crashing hard as the fight decisively concludes. Silence follows as bodies lie scattered across the floor. It's clear that the entire genius class has been wiped out, leaving no one able to stand or object. An announcement rings out, congratulating Shen Qinghan for securing second place in the entrance test. The result shocks the audience as his dominance is officially confirmed. As rankings are explained, the crowd erupts in excitement. Students eagerly shout his name, inspired by his performance and dreaming of reaching the top ranks themselves. The officials calculate the final results, stating that the top 10 together account for a total of 650 credits. The announcement draws everyone's attention to how valuable the rankings truly are. As the breakdown continues, it's revealed that additional credits awarded to the ordinary class freshmen push the total even higher. Some students react with confidence, while others clearly feel the pressure. Excitement spreads among the crowd as one man celebrates loudly, convinced the system favors the outcome. The atmosphere turns noisy as different reactions clash. However, an official raises an objection, calling the situation unacceptable and accusing Shen Qinghan of violating university rules. The dispute escalates, questioning how he was allowed to secure such a high position. An argument breaks out among the officials. One side questions when the entrance test ever banned hiring fighters to secure a top 10 position, pointing out that no such rule exists. Another official admits it is a loophole in the rules, but states it cannot be corrected this year. Changing the outcome now would be unfair to Lin Zichen, so the result stands. Hearing the decision, one man falls silent and accepts it. He acknowledges the ruling without further resistance. Elsewhere, a quiet order is given as plans are revised. The instruction is clear: forget Lai Moyu, as the situation has changed. After the entrance test ends, the decision is finalized. He replaces Lin Zichen, advances to the elite class level, and officially becomes a member of the organization. As the crowd celebrates and lifts him up, an elder approaches with a knowing smile, questioning how many surprises he has been hiding until now. The elder reminds him of a prior promise. Without hesitation, he acknowledges it, showing that he hasn't forgotten their agreement. The reward is handed over rare pills and a large credit transfer, with extra benefits for the semester. The exchange confirms their deal and closes the matter cleanly. The elder questions Zichen directly, asking how much strength he has been hiding and what his true rank really is. The inquiry turns serious as his growth is scrutinized. After sensing his body, the elder reacts in shock, realizing that Zichen has mastered flesh tempering. The discovery confirms his strength goes far beyond normal expectations. The elder explains that before graduating, Zichen could reach the advanced level while remaining a pure-blooded human. He urges him to stay on this path, promising great achievements ahead. Later, alone in his room, Zichen examines the Kai blood pill he received. The moment signals the start of his next stage of cultivation. Zichen decides to test the Kai blood pill himself. Without hesitation, he consumes it to see what effect it will have on his body. As he meditates, his Kai and blood surge slightly, but the boost feels limited. He quickly realizes the effect is far weaker than expected and not very practical for him. After evaluating the result, he concludes the pill would be more useful for someone else. He sets it aside, deciding to give it to Hanhan instead. At that moment, a girl suddenly appears and asks when Zio Chen returned. The unexpected meeting interrupts his thoughts and shifts the scene forward. Zichen hands her a Kai blood pill and asks her to try it and see how it feels. She looks surprised, repeating the pill's name as she examines it. She consumes the pill without hesitation. Moments later, warmth spreads through her body as her Kai and blood begin to react. When asked how she feels, she explains that her whole body feels warm and energized, with her Kai and blood becoming much more abundant. Zichen confirms that the Kai blood pill works extremely well for her. He tells her to keep the remaining pills and take one per day, ending the exchange calmly. The next morning, Zichen greets Sister Yan as he arrives. She welcomes him back, acknowledging his new status as a freshman king. She mentions hearing from the dean that his biological level is only at the ordinary stage, yet his rank is extremely high, and that he has even mastered flesh tempering. The contrast immediately stands out. Amazed, she praises his talent and says that with him joining their group, they might truly challenge existing limits and change long-held perceptions. Later, Zichen immerses himself in study, surrounded by stacks of books. He reflects that even after years of research by others, he still needs to personally study the blood tempering codex to fully understand it. While studying, Zichen reflects that with his heavenly wisdom root, research comes easily to him. He calmly absorbs knowledge, focused on strengthening his foundation. Outside, a woman from the student union approaches and explains that its members have been waiting for him. She suggests he join, noting his outstanding performance, and she adds that student union members receive monthly credit allowances. Zichen listens briefly, then declines without hesitation, showing no interest in joining. As he leaves, he is stopped by a man who introduces himself as Zhu Zuhong, the student union president. The encounter hints that the matter is not over yet. Zichen greets President Zhu politely as they meet face to face. Zhu explains that he has come to formally invite Zichen to join the student union as a presidential candidate, grooming him as a future president. Zhu lists the benefits of joining, including special meals, daily resources, missions, and generous monthly credit allowances. The offer is presented as an opportunity filled with privileges. Zichen listens calmly and responds that he understands the offer. His expression shows interest, but he remains composed and cautious. Zhu then reveals the condition Zichen must abandon the pure-blooded human path and choose the genetic fusion path instead. Zichen immediately questions the demand, sensing the true cost behind the invitation. Zhu explains that the student union only accepts geniuses who have a future. He acknowledges Zichen's current talent, but questions how far he can go without choosing the gene fusion path. He warns that rejecting gene fusion will eventually limit growth, claiming that even the greatest talents will be trapped at the ordinary level if they refuse to adapt.